Thank you, our audience. A very good evening and welcome to The Power of Representation. I'm your host, Emmanuel Mbuthia. Today, we explore student leadership in the Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, how student leadership represents the voice of students, the challenges faced, and the impact leadership has on both individuals and the institution. Representation is more than holding a position. It's about service, accountability, and being the bridge between students and administration. Today, we are privileged to have two very special guests with us in our studios. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to start from the far left. Introduce yourself and tell us what position you hold in Kenya Institute of Mass Communication.
Yes, thank you, Brother Mbuthia, for giving me this great opportunity and for inviting me to this show. First of all, I'm called Otieno Jeff, the current president of Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. And at this moment, I do telecommunication engineering. Okay. So I'm an engineer.
Amazing.
Apart from being in leadership. Yes.
Amazing. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. My name is Wickriffe Mwenda. Yeah, I'm an ECI member, Electoral Commission Institution. Yeah.
Wickriffe, you've just mentioned that you're a member of the ECI, Electoral Commission of the Institute. Maybe you can tell us, how is the Electoral Commission formed? What criteria are used to select members?
Okay, the ECI members are appointed by the council, whereby they are appointed by the council as per the constitution. Yeah, and nowadays it has been chaotic. So the ECI members run for the the ECI members stay in the position for more than maybe 1 year. They can serve for 2 years or more.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So back to you, Bwana President. What are your major role as president?
Oh, my major roles as the president of Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. Number one, I act as a link or as a bridge between the school administration and the students. Number two, I chair the meetings of KIMCSA and KIMCSA. Number three, I act as the overall leader of the students, council and the students.
Amazing.
And the last thing, I defend the constitution. Yeah, so that's also my role.
Okay, so maybe you can tell us what KIMCSA and KIMCSA mean.
Oh, KIMCSA in full is Kenya Institute of Mass Communication Student Council Association, while KIMCSA is Kenya Institute of Mass Communication Student Association. Yes.
Well, back to you, Wickriffe.
Yes.
What is your major role as an ECI member?
Okay, my major role as an ECI member, it is to oversee the polling and also counting the votes. Yeah.
So do you have people who help you to count the votes, or do you do it yourself?
We are many. Yeah. We are almost 9 members or 10 members. Yeah.
Okay. So
we do it together. We oversee the polling. We count the votes. Yeah.
Okay, Sir Jeff, so how do your offices complement each other?
Yes, our offices complement each other like this way. The Electoral Commission Institute provides the foundation of free and fair leadership through election, while the office of president built upon the foundation that has been made by the ECI by uniting and being integrated. Their collaboration ensures democracy, unity and progress in the Kenya Institute of Mass Communication.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. So still on you, Sir President, maybe why is leadership hierarchy important at KIMC?
Leadership hierarchy is very, very important in Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. Number one, it is because there is no confusion if there is hierarchy in the leadership. Each and every person must know what to do at the right place If I'm the president, I need to know my role. So there is not that much confusion inside the leadership. So that's why it's very, very important to have that hierarchy in the leadership.
And how does that hierarchy help in decision making and accountability?
How that it creates a system where every leader knows their role, decisions are well coordinated, and the entire student leadership remains transparent and effective.
Amazing.
Yes.
Well, that's from the president of the Kenya Institute of Mass Communication and the electorate member from the institution, Wickriffe. So right about now, we are going to take a short commercial break. But when we come back, we dive into how voting system operates at KIMC. Don't touch that dial. Stay tuned and see you in a few. Welcome back to the power of representation. I'm your host, Emmanuel Mbuthia, and we were just having two very special guests with us in our studios. We have the president of the student leaders in the Kenya Institute of Mass Communication on the far left, Jeff Otieno. And right here, we have one of the members of the Electoral Commission of the institution, Wickriffe Mwenda. Thank you for being here. So as we promised, when we come back, we will be diving into how the voting systems operate at KIMC. So back to you, Wickriffe.
Yeah.
So maybe you can explain to us the steps followed in the KIMC voting process. Are the elections also conducted manually or electronically?
Okay, first of all, the elections are conducted manually. This is whereby people's votes, no, you vote physically. You'll have a paper there, an electoral paper, so you vote in for the person or the candidate that you're wishing to lead you. And so here the process is. So the process number one, it's the application of the delegates. Here is whereby the delegates apply. Or yes, they do apply. The delegates are the people who vote, so they'll have to apply. And then after the application, we do vote them in. So because we only need 15 delegates per every department. So maybe the applications are almost at 30, so we'll have to disqualify some of them and get at least 15 members per every department. So we do vote in those delegates to cut so that we can reach the maximum of 15 members or 15 delegates per every department. And then the third procedure, it is the application of the candidates. So for those who want to vie for the seats for the leadership in Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, they'll have to apply. So the application is done manually also. You'll need to have maybe they have to have the applications that they are required. This is we have the certificate. So the applications of the candidates, they'll have to have The good conduct, yeah.
Okay.
That was the word that I was looking for, actually.
Okay, yeah.
So the good conduct.
The certificate of
yeah,
good conduct.
The certificate of good conduct from the DCI.
Okay.
And then they'll have to be obviously the member or a student of Kenya Institute of Mass Communication.
Great.
And then also they'll have to be the academically wise, they'll have to be, let's say sharp.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah. And so after the application, we have the vetting in of the candidates. This is whereby they sit, it's like an interview or like that one.
Okay.
So they'll have to be vetted in by the ECI commission. Yes, and then after the vetting in of the candidates, we have the commencement of the campaign. After the vetting of the candidates, they'll have to campaign. You know, you'll have to tell the delegates, I want to have this seat, so I'll have to talk to them so that they can vote me in. So that's the campaign, the commencement of the campaign. And then the last process, it is the elections of the candidates. Election is done manually, as I said earlier. So the candidates will be elected by the delegates, which is the last process. Yes.
Well, I followed the steps you just mentioned, and you talked about how your commission, the Electoral Commission, are the ones to vet in the delegates.
Yes.
So how many are you in the Electoral Commission?
In the Electoral Commission, we are about 9 or so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not that clear on that one, but yeah.
So roughly around 9 there.
Yeah.
So you also mentioned about how there are 15 delegates in every department.
Yes,
so
in
maybe
every department.
You can tell us what are these departments and
So
how many are they?
Okay, we have the production department, the film department. We have the engineering department, and
we have upgrading. Department. It's just a class or a department upgrading.
So what of the something like information department? Might you have such a department in your institution?
Yeah, we also have the information department. So yes.
So maybe you can tell us, Wickriffe, what's the importance of conducting student elections every year?
So the importance of conducting a student body every year, it is because it helps the students to get change if what they required is not done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to you, President Jeff.
Yes.
What are the main weaknesses or loopholes in the current voting system, and how can they be addressed in the future?
Actually, the current the loopholes or the weakness that were there in this current voting system, we had many spoiled votes in election that we had, and what the ECI members need to do, they need to conduct a civic education to the voters before they vote. I think if they address that issue, it won't be, they won't do it again. Because you can find people are just going to vote, but they don't have that education. They don't know even how to vote. So the ECI members or the ECI commissioners, they need to conduct that civic education, whereby all delegates and all the students need to know how to vote. Yes.
So back to you, Wickriffe. We've heard from the president himself. So according to you, maybe what are the main weaknesses or loopholes in the current voting system that you might have identified and maybe come across, and how can they be addressed in future?
Okay, the challenges that we face in the current voting. So some people don't like voting manually. So maybe we can introduce an online voting system so that it can accommodate everyone in the voting.
And that means being electronically.
Yeah, because some people don't like voting manually, like waking up in the morning, go and have the voting. So it is a challenge to us.
Do you think maybe how can it be achieved to start voting electronically?
It can be achieved, but with time.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. So coming up next, we'll be looking at the challenges student leaders face and their visions for the future. So don't go far, stay tuned, see you in a few.
of November, Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, the home of media legends, invites you to the 2025 graduation ceremony to be held on November 2025 at the main campus of the Nairobi.
Remind us all that our creativity, our voices, and our stories will always inspire the world.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the power of representation. And again today we were talking about the student leadership in Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, and we are privileged to have the institution's president on the far left, Jeff Otieno, and also with us is an electoral commission member, Wickriffe Mwenda. And we talked about how we are going to go into the challenges leadership face. And right about now, maybe I could pose this to you, President Jeff. What personal challenges have you faced in leadership roles, and how do you manage leadership pressure with academics?
Actually, I have encountered many challenges in my leadership journey. Number one is the pressure that I get between the students and the administration. So the way I've said it before, that I'm a link between the two. So I get the pressure this side, another side I get pressure. So there are some issues that students do face. They can just post those issues, nipeleke kwa school administration, wakatai kufanya. So the students give me pressure. And the way, another thing, the academic, how I manage my academic journey and leadership is proper planning and timing. I need to plan. If it is the time for going to my lessons, I leave my leadership aside. No time naenda class, I'm going to study. After all, I come back and do my leadership. I'm a person that believe in teamwork. Because in the council, I said before that we are around 11 of us. Kuna floor representatives pia kwa hostels. So total we are 11. So I can distribute some works to SG, to treasurer, so that they can help me. If I'm only one person that I'm doing this A, B up to Z, I can't manage. So I just distribute some works to them and they help me. Yes.
So in the Students' Council, you've just mentioned you're around 11 members.
And 2 are inactive.
Inactive? So does that make it 9 or?
We are 9, but 2 are inactive.
So have you guys encountered maybe coming into loggerheads with each other, and how do you go about it in solving that kind of issue that may arise?
Those kind of issue that there, we have logged with each other, and there is some conflict in between us. So in council, if there is a conflict, we have the executive. Executive, it comprises with the only 4. You have the chairperson of the council, you have the deputy chairperson of the council, we have the SG, and the treasurer. If there is something called conflict in between us, I call the 4. And we make decision and we see how we can go about it. Afterwards, I call the CSS. Ndio wanakuja, we tell them what we have discussed. Unajua, if there is conflict, huwezi peleka kila mtu hapo muongee. You just bring few members so that you can make that agreement. You can make easy decision if you are few.
If you could allow me to ask this, I have seen both you, the representatives, being the male gender. Maybe in your student council, do you have ladies representatives, or it's just the male gender?
Yes, in my council, we have female representative. My deputy is a female female. My treasurer is a female. The hostel rep and welfare. So there are many. Yes.
Well, then
And I do give them chance to express
Okay.
their leadership skills.
Well, then it's safe to say the two that gender balance is
Yes,
observed.
yes, it is
Amazing,
observed.
amazing. So back to you, Wickriffe. So you can
Yeah.
tell us what are some of the personal challenges you have faced in the leadership role as an ECI member, and how do you manage leadership with pressure from academics?
Okay, the challenges that I have faced personally, you'll have that there are some times that you're needed in the ground to maybe do the applications of the delegates or the vetting in of the candidates. So, and they can't collide with the classes. So you'll have to maybe put the class aside and put on your duty, and when you go back to the classes, you'll find that the lecturer has already gone ahead. So that's a bit challenging to me. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Jeff and Wickriffe, for being here. So right about now, we are going to be taking questions from our audience. It's your time to shine. If you have a burning question, this is the time. Over to you, our audience.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Junait Nashimiyu from Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. I do film and video programs. So, editing one. So, I would like to pose these questions to our leaders. So, as a leader, what are the strategies that you have used to overcome these difficulties?
Oh, okay. That's a very good question that you have posted. The way I've said before that we as leaders, we go through many difficulties and challenges. And the strategies that we used, the way I've said, number one is proper planning and timing.
Okay.
You need to plan yourself earlier and you time yourself. If it is your time to go to classes, you dedicate that time to classes. If it is your time for leadership, dedicate it for leadership. Number two, another strategy that I used is about the teamwork. I engaged other commissioners and other council to help me doing this thing. So another thing that the strategy that I use is talking well to the student. You be someone that you are all over. You speak with this one, you talk with this one, you communicate to the student, because communication is a key weapon. And so I do communicate with the student. Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
thank you.
strategy that I used.
So thank you for that. If you can have another question from our audience, welcome.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Luvaga Kenneth, and I'm also posing this question to the I'm doing TV production, TV1, and I have a question for the president. So what are the future expectation of KMC leadership, and what is your message to the aspiring leaders?
Okay, my future expectation for Kenya Institute of Mass Communication leadership is I want to see a transparent, a united and integrity leaders. And I just want to see if our all leaders are just united. I believe in teamwork, they can do something. So my future expectation is I just want to see a transparent, a united team. And you have asked my message to the student. I do believe that leadership is not about titles, but I believe that leadership is about service that you offer to people. So if once you are elected to lead, you need to lead with the integrity, you listen to your people, and your action do changes people. You need to act well even if you're a leader. Silete kiburi sana. So you need to have integrity, you listen to what your people say, and you do those actions that they want from you. Number two, they need to know that the future of Kenya Institute of Mass Communication depends on leaders who put others first. So you need to put others first, not your expectation. If I put my people that I'm serving first, I will go far. Yes, that's my message to them.
Well, thank you from our audience right there. So Jeff, if I could pose this to you, do you
Yes.
at one time picture yourself being the president at a country level and not just at an institution level?
Yes, at this time I have a plan. In next coming 2027 election, I just want to start with the lowest seat there. I want
Which is?
just to be an MCA of North Kanyamkago ward.
Wow.
So I just want to mobilize my people in that ward so that nikienda MP, I have members. So I have ideas and I have a dream that one day, one time, I'll be the president.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
of the
We wish you
nation.
all the best in that journey.
Amen.
Wickriffe, I don't know if after this you're eyeing to be an IEBC official or something.
Yeah, maybe later because I'm still young and you know the hierarchy there will have to be a bit diverse, educational wise. Yeah, so it's not that I'm saying I'm not diverse and educational wise, but the looks of Kina Chebukati, you see, but I'll be going to that point maybe nikishafika your age. Yeah.
Well, amazing. And that's where we wrap up the power of presentation. And just to sum it up, we can say that student leadership in Kenya Institute of Mass Communication stands as a symbol of growth and shared responsibility. Through representation, students learn that leadership is not about power, but about purpose and serving others by making a difference. As the next generation of leaders, every student has a role to play in shaping a better and more inclusive future. Well, right about now, I just want to thank our guests for heeding to our call and being with us today in our studios, and also want to acknowledge our audience, the production crew, and our show sponsors. Thank you for making this possible. See you next week, same day, same time. Again, I've been your host, Emmanuel Mbuthia. Thank you for being part of the power of representation.